Good morning, guys. This morning we are going to get some prep work done for the rest of the week. My idea is to prep five different noodle salads. I need to use up some noodles that I have downstairs that are wheat because we'll be changing over to gluten-free noodles after that. So I want to use up some of the noodles that I have in the basement. So I'm going to make 5 different salads and I hope you guys enjoy them. Okay guys, you are always asking for, when I make videos like this, for the recipes. And my daughter and I have developed the recipes for you guys in a printable version for an ebook. So that ebook will be available below in the description box, and then I will pin that as the first comment. So you just click on that and then you'll be able to get the ebook, and you can keep it as an ebook file or you'll be able to print it out as a PDF. So that will be available at a low price for a limited time if you click the description box below. Lots of people ready to help me. So this is what we have left for pasta. We have, let's see, 9, 10 things of pasta. We're just gonna cook these all together. Most of them are the penny, and then I also have the shells like this, one, and then I have one of these, I don't know, forelli. So we're gonna cook all this pasta up, but we're gonna be prepping things in these 2 bowls. We're going to be prepping 2 of the recipes in these 2 bowls. In the meantime, we're also going to be working on getting these cut in half and in half. So, and cooking up some eggs and stuff to put in them. So she is putting 2 dozen eggs into the Instapot, and she will put those on for 5 minutes, and that will cook them. Are you helping? She's putting the tuna in this bowl because we're gonna make a tuna mac salad in there. She has salmon and she's putting salmon pouches in that bowl. So he just cut these in half and then in half like that. And then somebody is going to be cooking up some eggs. So she is cutting tomatoes in half. How old are you? 7. She's cutting tomatoes in half and putting them in here. And then we're gonna have this bag of bacon pieces, probably about 3/4 of the bag will go in here, and then we'll get some cheese as well. So I just put the camera on so you guys can get an overview kind of what kitchen day looks like. Basically, I am going around to hand things out, to decide what to do, asking people questions. People are asking me questions. I'm getting supplies from different areas. I'm checking my phone to see what's going on. So everyone is just kind of doing their own thing as we are doing things. So at the very end, we have my daughter who has the eggs in the Instapot. And then she is also helping my just turned 3-year-old. And so she is mixing up tuna fish. We were trying to use some of those pouches up. The pouches actually we had for a while, and I cleaned out the van the other day to reorganize it since Azariah's been home. And so I decided to use the pouches up because they had been in the van for a while. We tend to bring lunch when we go someplace and only have snacks when we go out. And I had those little pouches in case somebody wanted that while we were out. So they were old. Even if I do it again, I'm glad that I used these up. So she was just making some salmon and mayonnaise. So I gave her the mayonnaise bottle to squirt in there. I'm showing my other daughter over here now that this is how we cut the celery. She was cutting it kind of in big hunks, and I just said, that's great for such and such occasion, but for a salad, we like to have it small so we don't have like a huge piece in it. So I just showed her that, and she was okay with that. So then the next daughter down, who's sitting there in front of the tomatoes, she cut all the tomatoes, and she's just kind of waiting for me to do the next step. Some people are chatting about, some people are singing. You can see over in the corner, my daughter, you can only see Azariah if my other daughter bends down a little bit, but he's just being rocked there. He's enjoying the noises and the sounds around him. He's actually smiling at my daughter. I got a little clip of a video of him like smiling at her. It was so cute. He was just so content being in the midst of the crowd. You know, like when they're in utero, they hear the sounds that are going on. And then the first couple days, I think it was almost overwhelming for him because he was so used to the beeping and the bopping and all that type of stuff that that it might have been overwhelming to have so many like younger people talking. So then my daughter, who is closest here, she is making an Italian salad, and so she is just cutting up whatever vegetables we purchased. She's cutting all of those up to put into the Italian salad. So that's how we are doing that there. Then I had people running down to get some mayonnaise. There was some people like in and out of that back door is the kitchen. Some people are running in and out of the kitchen in order to get supplies, get the eggs are going that way. We just have everyone's kind of working on something at this moment. Now, he got some more mayonnaise, yay! On a day like this, we obviously do not have a whole homeschool thing going on. This is like our day. Later on this day, we ended up doing some fun games and some drawing activities this day. I'm trying to think if this was the day that we went on. Usually in the afternoons, we go for either a walk or to the beach or to the playground or something, or like an educational experience. We usually do one of those things on a every afternoon after quiet time. So it's nice to be able to get things together in a situation like this, because now for the rest of the week, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about whether we have food ready for lunch. No, if we get involved in an activity, then we don't have to stop in order to make lunch to do that. I like when life can naturally unfold in that manner, because really, if you think about it, if you're working on a project and you're really engaged and engulfed in that project, if you stop in the middle of it, some of your thought process just kind of, I don't know, finds wings and flies out the window. So I like when, if we're working on something in the morning time that people are really engaged in, that we have a good period of time that we're just able to like be engaged in it. It doesn't have to be like everyone's engaged in it, but you know, if a couple people are just working on something that they want to spend a little more time in. And that's one thing that I really enjoy about homeschooling is you're allowed to make time for the amount of time that's needed for a project, rather than, oh, the bell rang, time to move on to the next subject. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the classroom times are only 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. I think it really depends on the department. But if you're taking, 10 minutes to settle and then 10 minutes to pack up, that leaves you very little time to actually do schoolwork. So it's a blessing to be able to just kind of go with the flow and see how things go. Now, I'm fairly structured. I have like a rhythm to the day, and the rhythm to the day really goes around our food systems, because people need to eat. So we have a time in the morning that people eat, and then we have a time that we eat lunch, and then we have a time that we eat afternoon snack, and we have a time that we eat supper. So everything kind of revolves around that time frame, but it's more in general purposes. Like, hey, in the afternoon, we usually go outside, go on a walk, like that, versus, 10:15 we're doing this, 11:15 we're doing this. It's more just a general walk through the day type situation. More of a rhythm versus a schedule. And I enjoy it that way. I've tried many times over the years. There's actually a video on this channel where I did like a very rigid schedule. And I didn't enjoy that. It was just too much schedule. And then people were getting frustrated because they weren't, and I was getting frustrated because it wasn't happening the way it was supposed to happen. So we added some cheese to that BLT salad. My daughter is mixing up her salmon with mayonnaise. My other daughter is still cutting. My son over here, he is, I think, cutting up celery at this point. I'm not sure. He did a bunch of chopping things as well for me. So he ended up making some celery and cream cheese and cranberries on top. So we did this day, and I was keeping in mind other things as well. Like if we're having a salad, what are we going to have with the salad? Yes, we do have some fruits, but we also need to use up vegetables. So we did some, as you'll see here, we did some other side things to go with the fruits and the vegetables and such. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a little close up. Some of the noodles are done, so we'll share with you what's going in each one. All right, so this is 4 pounds of noodles. She's going to dump half of this into, here I have tuna, peas, and relish. That's good. And then we're gonna mix that in with some mayonnaise. So my 4-year-old, she's gone to play bubbles, but she just, sometimes you have to make something for them to do. So she mixed up those salmons and then in the bowl, so she had plenty of room, and then we just shoved it in here. Today for lunch, we're gonna do salad and have the salmon. I'll probably end up showing you what we're doing today for lunch. So, this little girl is 7, Sweet Pea. And she has made this one here. So she cut 1 package of tomatoes, that's in the bottom. And then we end up using that whole package of bacon. And then we have about 2 cups of cheese in here. And then to that, we're going to add the other half of the 2 pounds of noodles. So here's the other 2 pounds of that pasta into this bowl. And we are going to mix this up and add mayonnaise. So we are taking these celery, what we have left, which is most of the bag. I only took a couple out for 1 salad. And then he's cutting these up. He's putting cream cheese on them and then adding cranberries on top of that. And she's mixing the pasta salad here, and I'll add some mayonnaise in just a minute. So not from this last grocery haul, but the grocery haul before, I had bought some ham and some turkey. So she is cutting up this whole package of ham. And so she's putting the ham in here, and then she hard boiled some eggs. We're gonna put the ham and the eggs in there. Probably half that container. You've come back to help cook again. There she is, Joyce. There we go. Get some seasonings. So in this, we're going to put abdoo, salt, and pepper. And then that's half a jar of mayonnaise. So this is our salad that we usually do. Pretty much you're just throwing whatever vegetables you have and pasta, and then you are mixing that with Italian dressing or any like dressing. I think that's Italian too. That might be enough. I don't know. We'll see. She's taking out all the mayonnaise. Yes, we're real life with real kids helping us. They did wash their hands first, and I am okay. I have 15 kids. I'm okay if they get messy and we get messy. And that doesn't have to be your household. You don't have to do it, but that's our household, and we're okay eating food like that. We wash everything down before, we wash everything down during, and after. People's hands get washed all the time, so we're good with it. How other kids are keeping busy. Bubbles.
This is, I like this one, not saying I like the lunchtime.
Do you want to dump it? I can scrape it.
I can take a couple though. Yeah.
So I added added an onion and about 4 tablespoons of the relish, and I'm gonna mix this all in now. And so this is like this has the bacon, tomato, cheese, relish, onion, mayonnaise, and then seasoning in there. We use the same type of seasoning, so we just use salt.
I didn't know if you wanted me to add elder or
What do you think?
I was thinking it needed something a little
Okay,
more.
so we're gonna add some abdobo in there, or you could use like garlic powder and garlic salt in there, but we're gonna add some abdobo. Okay, so my daughter has this all prepped and ready, so we have onions, peppers, broccoli, and cucumbers in here, and then we're gonna add noodles and Italian dressing. Those look so yummy! So the way we try to do it is, say we're doing an Italian salad and it has no meat in it. We might do hard-boiled eggs on the side, or pickled eggs or something like that, some sort of meat or protein on the side to go with that salad. If we had another salad that had meat in it, then we might do just a vegetable or a fruit on the side of that for lunch. So here it is. We have this much left, and then this. What we're going to be doing for lunch today is just having all the leftover salads and things from what we're making. So this will be part of the leftover thing that we'll eat today.
This is chicken, cranberries, and celery, and onions in it, and then we're gonna add noodles and mayonnaise.
And some seasonings.
Yes, and some seasonings.
And how old are you?
9.
Just turned 9. And did you do this yourself?
Yes.
So mid-morning, late morning, something like that. Yeah. Midway through what we're doing, I'm going to show you where we are at. We're going to be making a dip, and he's making some deviled eggs to go with the salad that does not have the protein in it. And yeah. So she's just adding noodles to this Italian salad. So it's about 2 pounds of noodles that she's adding in there. You can use any vegetables you want. Okay, so he is taking the eggs, cutting what's left in half, which is 18, and then putting the egg yolks here. And she's waiting for her noodles. Come squirt this.
Alright, are we gonna need, so, how many scoops do you need of this?
Probably 3.
3 big blocks. Good. And then have dough. Do you know what that dough is?
My sweet 4-year-old, she loves to cook. Actually, she'll ask to, can we watch a show that cooks on TV? She'll ask to watch cooking shows on TV just because she loves cooking. She loves all things about food, and yeah, she loves to eat. She will express herself if things taste good or if they don't taste good, or if she doesn't like something, or it should be a little different. She's a chef.
Because I can't really see it. That's good. You want to mix it?
Okay, 1 minute.
Because matching is kind of.
So this is the chicken salad one, and then we're gonna go over to the ham and egg one. I'm gonna add some relish to this. So she is mixing up that. I would add 2 more scoops of mayonnaise.
Okay. You keep on mixing it.
Wanna mix that? Do you have a spoon? I think there's a metal spoon.
Josh will show you both.
And then you sort of chop these up first before you add the cream cheese in.
So we are making a dip right now. So far we just have 1 jalapeno and then a can of pineapple in here. She's gonna chop that up. Really the jalapeno is to taste.
There's a lot more in here.
If there's a spatula, you can use a spatula.
Alright, so
Smells good. Awesome.
I'll go look
grab
at
an
it.
egg.
Yeah, okay.
do you do next?
Excuse me, Spider.
And then you put two of the packages of cream cheese.
Oh, should we have that for lunch? You did such a nice job mixing.
Do you want some
You're
in
all
your
done?
bowl?
Okay.
Get me spatulas.
Okay.
Do you want some in a bowl?
So this just has the ham and the eggs. Oh yes, you need relish for that. So we're just gonna make, this is gonna be too much. We'll have some of this today as well. So we're gonna fill this all the way up as much as we can. There we go, looks great. And then that will be for today. She's getting some brown sugar in there. So we have the 2 things of cream cheese and then the brown sugar, and then we're starting to clean up as well. And this is the chicken salad one. Okay, so this has the egg, the ham, the relish, and the mayonnaise, and then abdolo.
This reminds me of summer.
Would you like to have juice? Yeah.
So he is frying up some eggs. So 2 eggs are going, sorry, on each of these sandwiches. We thought that we had sausage, or I thought that we had sausages, but we don't. So it has 2 eggs and cheese in here. So he is doing all these up. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you what we have ready for the fridge. These are for lunches for the rest of the week. So here we have the ham, onion, and egg salad. Then we have the Italian salad, which has Italian dressing and all of the vegetables. Here is the chicken salad. So we have chicken and cranberries, onions, and celery in there with some, all these have seasonings in it. You season to taste. This right here has the tuna and peas in it. This has bacon, tomatoes, cheese, and onions in it. And then we have sides. So we have some celery with cream cheese and raisins. That would just go on a side for any of the salads. And then here is some eggs. The eggs will go with the Italian salad because the Italian salad does not have a protein in it. And then we have the peppers. She's still working on the peppers, but people are trying to eat, so she's gonna finish those up. And then this is the dip that we just made, that jalapeno creamy dip. And that is going to be used probably later on in the week. We'll probably do like crackers to go with one of these salads and have the dips there. We still have some garlic breads that we are going to be eating over the next few days with some of these meals, which is kind of carb heavy. It will just be what people choose or don't choose for the week. But these are all affordable meals for your family. So then I'm gonna share with you what we have for lunch for This is the salmon that she mixed up, and then this is the dip for the veggies. So, veggies. These veggies, that dip. Salmon can go on top of the salad, which is missing. Oh, it's underneath the bread. We have eggs, this bacon salad, this garlic bread is to go with it. Here's a salad mix, and the salad mix, so you'd have salmon and salad, just like little Sweet Pea has here. And then we have the Italian salad and the cranberry chicken salad.
You insulin until you serve your plate.
So all these sandwiches are done. I will put these in the refrigerator. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video, and remember, if you wanted any of these recipes, make sure you click on that description box below. There'll be a link that says ebook, and so click on that and you can get these all as printable recipes. Thanks so much. Have a blessed day.